Hello. I'm back for one of those rare videos where my nose isn't stuck in a book. But speaking of books, that means since I'm not just reading, that I can promote my book, Cupid Takes a Holiday, and just in time for Valentine's Day. It would make a great Valentine's Day gift. It is about Cupid. It is about Cupid's inner workings and insecurities, and teaming up with a monster literature professor to figure out why exactly he exists. And it is also slim enough that it legally qualifies as a Valentine's Day card. Um, so yes, $9.99 for the paperback, $4.99 for it on Kindle, or if you have Kindle Unlimited, you can just read it for free. And really, that's why I wrote it. I didn't write it expecting to make a ton of money. Money would be nice, but I wrote it so that other people would read it and maybe tell me what they thought on social media. Um, so yes, I'm not doing this with something and tied to what it says on the page, so I can say, please buy my book, Cupid Takes a Holiday. But this is about the Jurassic World Dominion trailer, and I have to say, I loved it. I think there was, and I didn't make a video about it because it was like 3 minutes. I tweeted about it. No, not 3 minutes, 3 seconds. The little bit that they had with the T-Rex going to the drive-in movie place a couple months ago, and that got me interested. And the other 65 million years ago portion, not so much, because I don't want a movie about dinosaurs back in the time of the dinosaurs. I want a movie about dinosaurs now. Um, so, but this one was obviously an extension of that, and the T-Rex at the drive-in movies was there. And I have to say that was probably the very best 3D movie experience ever, better even than Avatar, having the T-Rex in front of the screen there. But there was so much else to it too, and it felt like it says in the trailer, the epic conclusion to the Jurassic era. Now, hopefully that means 6 movies and done, and not, so we're going to do Triassic Park now. But it's certainly, the trailer is 3 minutes long for a trailer, and it felt like an Endgame sized thing. I don't know how long the movie will be. I kind of hope that it's as long as an Endgame or a Zack Snyder's Justice League, because Jurassic Park feels like it should be that big, especially if this is the conclusion, and especially given its track record with the rest of its movies. One great one that I think is mostly great. One, okay, fine. Another, for me, it was okay, fine. I guess a lot of people like it more than those first two. One that was Crimes of Grindelwald level. And so this one, especially if it's going to be the last one, I want it to be great, and I want it to be huge, because it's about dinosaurs. And it certainly looks like they've got a lot of stuff packed into it. They open with the kind of him herding the dinosaurs on him being Chris Pratt, herding the dinosaurs. He's riding a horse, and he's got one lassoed or something like that, which is kind of reminiscent of the game trail sequence in The Lost World, but maybe because he's petting it nicely, it's to contrast with that. They got the Brontosaurus or Brachiosaurus in the lumberyard, and they're in the jungle. They're in what I think that motorcycle chase through the city where there's the raptors, but then there's the bigger dinosaurs, and there seems to be a museum. I think that's in some it looks like a European town. So it looks like world. It looks like Jurassic World. It looks like a true epic. And it looks like all the dinosaurs are there too, not just like the raptors and the T-Rex, which are in all the movies, but also we saw the what's the frilled lizard one? Dilophosaurus, I think. Dilophosaurus, and I saw some Triceratopses. There's a little baby raptor. I wonder if they'll try to do a Baby Yoda thing. And of course the original stars are back. Now there's what I thought was a great little moment in the trailer. The big threatening dinosaurs coming. Everybody standing there. Both Owen and Sam Neill as Dr. Grant say, "Don't move," which is of course Sam Neill's line in the original movies, and I guess Owen's line maybe in the other movies. I'm not as familiar with those. But it seemed like a subtle acknowledgement of, yes, these are the same characters. The characters in Jurassic World were supposed to supplant the original leads, and you were supposed to like them, and we were going to make more movies about them, but no, you wanted the original leads back, so we're giving you the original leads. And it seems like the original leads here have more to do than in, say, A Force Awakens. The trailer's been compared to the Force Awakens trailer for in the Force Awakens, at the end of the trailer, Han comes into the Millennium Falcon. Chewie's there. He says, "Chewie, we're home," and it's a nice nostalgic moment. And this has a couple of moments of that, but it's not just a line designed to make people squeal with joy. It's it's a little bit of a scene. Like, you can tell that there's a bigger scene. There's more dialogue, but you can tell there's conflict, there's tension, we don't necessarily want to be doing this, but we have to. And Dr. Grant seemingly is still, because that's the scene I refer to, is he finds Sattler in his tent, and he's seemingly still digging up dinosaur bones. And this is presumably after the dinosaurs have taken over the world. So good for him for sticking to his guns. He's nothing if not stubborn, Dr. Grant. And those two, of course, classically played as a maybe sort of couple in the first movie, but then in the third movie, because she wanted kids and he didn't, they have apparently gone their separate ways, but remained friends, and that's good. And Ian Malcolm is there. He's saying some things, and I don't want to get as, they baited and switched us in the last one with his presence in the trailer and then his presence in the movie. So I guess maybe I'm a little hesitant to get excited about him saying those things, but also I always liked Grant and Sattler better than him. I know he's the cool one. He's the Han Solo that you're supposed to follow and be really into, at least trendy-wise, but I always liked those other two better, and I'm looking forward to seeing them back. Nothing against him, but I was more excited to see them. Let's see, what else did I want to mention? I like they've done different things. It's always the T-Rex, except I think maybe it was the Spinosaurus in Jurassic Park 3, but it's always the T-Rex skeleton silhouette, and this time it's against amber. So originally it was the logo of the park, then it was the logo of the park, but cracked stone. I honestly forget what Jurassic Park 3's logo was, except that it had the 3 slash marks through it. Jurassic World, obviously, they redid the logo for the new park. And then Jurassic World 2, Fallen Kingdom, they kind of had a burnt planet, or maybe I'm thinking of the first teasers for this, I don't know, but they've got it. What I'm getting at is they have it with an amber kind of background, going back to all the dinosaurs sprung from mosquitoes preserved in amber. So that's very nice and classic kind of thing, because it's a stone. It's not a stone, but, well, it's kind of a stone. I don't know the geological terms, but fossilized amber is the solid foundation on which the franchise is built. The story, the idea is built. So there's that element to it as well. I'm trying to think, mostly, and again, they're like all over the place. I have no idea what the through narrative of this could possibly be, and I think that's a good, well, it may or may not be a good sign. I like it because I like not to, unless I've read the book, I like to not know going in what the movie's going to be, but could also be one of those "these are all the good parts" thing. But I doubt these are all the good parts, because it's a Jurassic Park movie, so there's going to be more with the big dinosaurs. And those will be the better parts. There's the flying dinosaurs. I love the flying dinosaurs. I think the Dino Veterinarian character is back. I think I heard her as part of the voiceover. The little clone girl is back. I don't necessarily care about either of them. But, maybe it will be... I mean, the franchise has something to prove going into this last one. And as I heard a YouTuber say earlier, Colin Trevorrow has something to prove, because he did the original Jurassic World, and he then he did, I guess he got he seemed to be box office poison for one reason or another movie or something. I didn't follow it exactly, but then that got him fired from the Star Wars, the third, what became the Rise of Skywalker, and because they were afraid that he wasn't actually very good at his job, because he made a movie that apparently people didn't like or really hated, and it was very bad, I guess. I don't know. Didn't follow it that closely. But then he was hired back for this, and so I do love it when the movie feels like it has something to prove, when the company, the creatives, they feel like they have something to prove. And obviously, well, I'd like to say that whereas Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard, they are Jurassic World. They were cast for that original movie. This is their thing. But Laura Dern and Sam Neill and Ian Malcolm, what's his name? Jeff Goldblum. They didn't have to come back. They chose to, and I would like to think that that means that they see something in this. And BD Wong, of course, he's back. Now, he's been back in the first two Jurassic World movies, but he's got long hair in this one. And which hair growth suggests character growth to me. But, he's been something. I really liked his role in the first one. I was a little confused about his role in the second Jurassic World. No, the first Jurassic Park movie, he's just there for one scene. He's great. He has a slightly bigger role in Jurassic World, and then a, like I said, confusing-ish role in Jurassic World 2. So I'm hoping that something significant and interest happens with him in this one, because I really like him. And like I said, he's got long hair now. Is he finally regretting having his role in this? Because that's something that long hair can suggest in character development. And there's so much else in the trailer. I'm gonna end it here, not try to remember everything that I had, every little reaction that I had. But these are just my main thoughts about. I was kind of dreading endless bad Jurassic Park sequels, and this looks like it'll be the last, and it'll be good, and it might even be great. So I'm going to stick mostly to doing the reading to the screen, my book bong, as I have tried to make it trend. The idea is like mukbang, but I'm reading to you instead of eating with you. But every so often I'll pop in. If Secrets of Dumbledore does another trailer, I will do that. They're putting movies in movie theaters now, and I'm in no particular hurry to get back to movie theaters, and even if I did, I'd go way too late to post a review type thing. But if there's something good that I see, maybe I'll do that, a reaction to that. But mostly I like doing the reading, and when I come up with good ideas for those 6 minutes of running water or 9 minutes of the snowstorm in New York City type videos, I like putting those together too. And there will still be Fairy Tale Fridays, and I think after Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass, I'm going to do The Island of Dr. Moreau, because I still don't have a copy of The Sun Also Rises. Anyway, let me know what I didn't mention that you particularly liked from the trailer, or something I did mention that you didn't like, or some combination of those things in the comments. Stay tuned for tomorrow's Fairy Tale Friday, so stay tuned for that. Bye.